any potential non-humans watching. Gita Rose here. Thank you for tuning in. So today's video is about abundance and how I truly am walking the talk, really applying the principles that the Contact Specialists Guild speak about in regards to abundance. So I'm first going to point out there's lots of abundance of movement happening upstairs with my neighbors. There's two young kids that live up there and it sounds like they're playing or roughhousing and vacuuming maybe. There's an abundance of movement, an abundance of family time, an abundance of play, an abundance of expression, right? And this is really what this whole video is going to be about, is about how I have really been applying the concepts and the definition of the ability to do what you need to do it when you need to do it. I messed that up. The ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. There we go. What we need to do sometimes is to be able to simply enough just redefine things, to see a positive state of abundance rather than a negative state of abundance. So, point in case, there's a lot of movement, but it's family time, it's kids expressing themselves, they're cooking, they're cleaning, it's life, it's humanity, it's movement, right? But I do, no, actually, I don't apologize if it's distracting. In the video, make it work for you if you choose, if it's fun. I think a lot of us starseeds, a lot of us redefiners, explorers in this way, are very much on our own journey with finding our blocks or our negative definitions around abundance. I'm going to be extremely honest and vulnerable in this video, and I'm also going to show you guys my home. As many of you know, I have been friends with Daryl Enka, who channels Bashar. He has offered his mentorship to me and his guidance in a variety of slight ways throughout the years. And I always wish to state I am in no way affiliated with Bashar Communications, but I am forever thankful what they have done for our community and the service that they continue to bring forward. So when one goes to get a session with Daryl Enka, a private session, you go to either his home or April's home. And I have only been to Daryl's home, but we are family in this way, and we are connected, and it's such a sweet experience to be able to be in someone's home in this way and to really see what our reflections of value are creating for this other individual so that they can keep bringing forth messages and reflections that continue to serve us. It really becomes this equal exchange of energy and value. And I am kind of a private person, honestly. My little home is quite a little sanctuary of mine, and I have, for the most part, really only utilized this kind of blank wall and a bit of my piano. But today I am going to give you a tour of my home so you can see what you are helping me be able to maintain. And as I said, I feel like many of us are going through this transition of truly redefining our abundance, finding new ways to attract money, or really seeing that we don't actually need the money to show us that we are in our infinite abundance, in our infinite trust, and in the appreciation that then continues to appreciate. But we do need funds. That's part of the makeup of reality. We do require Federal Reserve game tokens to pay for our things. And I'm very honestly in the process of having exactly what I need when I need it. I took out some loans recently that are gone, depleted it, but I'm paying it back and having fun being able to pay it back. I also utilized a lot of credit cards that now I have quite a sufficient amount of debt on that I'm paying back, but also having fun paying it back and playing with my ultimate credit, right? My ultimate spiritual credit that I know I'm tapping into. But again, I'm being very honest with this video about how I'm really in the process of walking the talk or dancing the dance of abundance. And it's gotten to the point where I really am not sure if I'm going to be able to make my rent every month. And it always works, right? I always slide into home base. I make it by the skin of my teeth. And I feel like that's where a lot of us are at right now. And it really is being able to slow down and see the abundance that is everywhere around us, and being able to redefine, right, things that we may consider annoying or consider this or that or whatever. We're like, oh no, that's just fun and family on top of my head. I'm still working at my normal human restaurant job as a server. I feel regardless of what I'm doing, I'm always in service in some way. When I was in Sedona, I was very much in the mentality that when I came back to California, I was like, I'm done. I have rewired my belief systems. I'm going to quit my job and the channeling will support me. And there were structures that needed to be put in place at the restaurant where I work. There were things that needed to change. And I came back to a very different reality. And I'm having a lot more fun being at this restaurant and being of service and allowing it to feel very normal in a way, you know, being grounded by being with these people that I work with that I really do love and respect, and redefining, right? And knowing that I am working with my belief systems, I am working with where I am at, but it's allowed me to have a really nice balance, I feel, in my life. And also I am booking sessions, and I have slowly increased the amount that feels right for me to charge. I've recently started asking $100 an hour and $50 for a half hour, which took me some time to get there, honestly, but I have received reflection after reflection, a validation that, like, no, this is what this is worth. You could even be charging more. And I'm like, no, that's where my belief system is at. And the making videos and the posting of pictures is this new form of home play. It's really not work in this way, but I am giving of myself in this way to continue this new business venture in a way that I'm creating. A lot of people are talking about how to blend business and spiritual teachings, and that it's completely okay to do so. And I'm very much in the process of allowing myself to fully embody that and to walk the talk, and to allow people to see that when they are giving the Federal Reserve game tokens, when they are giving the funds, it is a direct reflection of not only my value, but of their value and what they feel they are worth. And it can be a really beautiful mutual exchange in that way. But being really honest, again, there is this certain level of the unknown, right? Of like, oh my God, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? What do I need? In terms of what do I need to go and buy versus is this just a want, right? This is something that I've been grounding into and sifting through and diluting through on my own. And I've gotten to the place where I am choosing to trust that anything that comes through me is a need. I used to be extremely frivolous. I was feeding my internal emptiness with clothes and doing things that I knew were kind of like an anxiety place, that, oh, well, once I have, you know, this certain coat, then I will be fulfilled as a person, right? And I've really grounded out of that, and am now in the place where I'm like, okay, like, this is a need because this is what is coming through me. Even something as simple in a sense as what I did yesterday. So yesterday I got the inspiration to get a purple ball gown from Ross and go and take pictures of myself in the local forest, one of our local nature hikes. And I had resistance because I was like, dudes, higher self, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to pay my rent. Why are you telling me to go shopping and get a freaking ball gown that I'll maybe wear once for this one picture? Yeah, it's for the collective, it's for this collective oneness and this idea and finding the middle path through this very interesting time right now in our political arena. But I had resistance. And so I told myself, okay, fine, I'll go to Ross, and I will only get a dress. I will only spend money for this if I find the exact perfect purple color that I saw in my vision, and only if it has enough fabric for me to create the vision of the photo that I saw. And of course, that dress was in existence at Ross. So I bought it and the pictures were created. Hear the resistance in my voice, right? I'm like, so I did it and the pictures were created. Like, what the fuck am I doing, right? But I'm working through that. I'm dancing through this. I'm walking the talk that really we get what we need when we need it from the higher self, and then we are able to do what we need to do when we need to do it, actually. Just a few small examples, right? Something that happened to me the other day. I had an appointment with my mom. Usually I am the one that treats for this experience. I am the one that pays. But when it came time for the payment to happen, oh wait, hold on, missed a really good part of the story. So I had just enough in my bank account. The experience that my mom and I go to is $38. And I had $38.99 in my bank account. Literally just enough to write this check, right? And yes, I've got money coming in and going out. It's always moving, right? Like, mom and dad, don't freak out. I have more than that in my account now. But in that moment, that was what I had. And okay, I have what I need to do when I need to do it. And as I said, usually I'm the one to treat for this experience. She has a couple of times, but it's part of the agreement in this way. And out of nowhere, I went to reach for my checkbook and she goes, oh, no, I want to pay this time. Just that moment, that's abundance. That is infinite abundance in action, in reflection. Like, whoa. And if we really take the minute to see it, to ground into it, to appreciate it, to slow down ever so slightly and find those moments before the moments happen, right? That's when we stay in that attitude of gratitude. That's when we stay in the awareness of our ability, in the awareness of our appreciation that just continues to appreciate. And so this was my idea to talk about this video today, and I was like, is this a little cringy? Is this gonna be a little uncomfortable? Like, does it feel like I'm like asking for money? I'm like, no, like I'm providing a service that is a reflection for people. And also this is an area, a level of our integration where a lot of us are at right now. So, okay. And plus it's the idea that's coming through. So it must be relevant on some level. Okay, cool. Then I saw that Bridget Nielsen did her video this week on cleansing and clearing the home. And at first I was like, oh, bummer, it's like not the same concept, but like she's gonna, you know, she's talking about the home and the thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to feel like I'm copying her or whatever, but I was like, no, Gita, obviously this is another reflection of abundance of synchronicity, abundance of us as a community being on a very similar channel for the collective to bring through in some ways what is needed for people and in our own ways of doing so. So as I say, I've been really in the steps and really in the now and really choosing to trust that anything comes through me is in fact a need, and I am refined and integrated and ground enough to know that this must be what I need, and then from there I'll have the ability to do what I need to do when I need to do it. So yeah, let's take a little tour of my house. So this is the outside of my house. This is the driveway. When I came out here, my neighbor was out here washing his car. And there was a slight
part of me that was embarrassed, right? That was like, oh, hey, I'm making a film for my YouTube channel. Like, how's it going? But he was cool. He was like, oh, yeah, whatever. Cool. Awesome. And then he took the hose and started watering the plants. And I, a lot of times, often forget to water, like, my little portion of the garden. So in this moment, I took it as a really neat reflection of like, all right, being able to do what we need to do when we need to do it, being able to remember that everything is a reflection, and now I guess I'm gonna water the plants. Oh, this guy was like totally just tickling my foot. Oh, what a little sweetie pie. Just be, dudes, just be. Just allow yourself to be. Am I a little scared right now? Yeah, kinda. But you know what? He don't even have no stinger. He don't. He just like a little honeybee in the... Oh my god, that's adorable.
So this is the front of my house, and these chairs were kind of an interesting moment too. Like, it came to me that I wanted patio chairs for my little walkway right in front of my door. It was this need. And again, I was going through a time where I was like, oh, do I have the money to do this? Of course, I actually had the loan at this point where I had extra money, but I was like, weird. I felt weird about it. I was like, why do you, like, it was almost like it was this kind of like, you need to do this. And it was about the patio furniture. And finally I got to the point where I was like, dude, like, get yourself some patio furniture. Like, you've been thinking about this for months. Go ahead and do it. It's fine. And then this was around the time that my friend Sadie Strunk was coming to visit with me and to do one of the first interviews that I did with the channeling. And the way that I live my lifestyle, you guys see when we go inside, I don't really have any furniture. I don't have a couch. I don't have any chairs. And we wouldn't have had anything to sit on to do the interview. And it wasn't until I finally listened to my higher self that, okay, you can get some patio furniture, that I realized once I got here, and I picked these like really festive kind of colors, and I realized once I got it here, oh, now you have chairs for you and Sadie to sit in and do the interview. And also they're like ever so slightly Hawaiian motif. How perfect.
I just watered these guys too. These guys were gifted to me from my photographer friend Sarah. She is the one that took all those amazing pictures of me. And then this one here, the guy in the front, is from my neighbor. Gifts, gifts, abundance, abundance, gifts.
I have a black soul. I love it. I'm driving my soul. That's what we are doing. I'm driving my soul. But this is my car. This is my soul. I love this car. I financed this car. I didn't even know how financing worked. I went into the Toyota of Marin and was like, hey, how does this work? Like, how do you get a car? I don't even know. And the guy ran my credit and was like, wow, you have no idea how this works. You have amazing credit. I can get you in a car right now. And I had gone there to the shopping center to get a pair of pants. I was bussing it, and I went to get a pair of jeans that I needed for work. And while I was there, my higher self was like, hey, check that out. And so I did, and I left with a car, and I paid no money down and didn't have to pay the first payment until like almost 6 weeks later. And I'm still in the mind frame like, I have a car? Like, I have a car? And this is like 3 years later, and I still get in this car, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, I went to the shopping center for pants, and I left with a car. Abundance! And I will be paid off next month. I will pay off my soul next month. I think I might throw a party, like, I paid off my soul.
Dolphin wind chimes. More dolphin wind chimes.
Adora pen! Adora pen! Ah! Ooh, ring light's still on. Wow, pretty house. I am so grateful. Every time I come into this house, this isn't usually how it looks. It's kind of set up. Usually that is over there. That is a little nook that I have created. I have a little seating area over this way, my little nooks with books, and this amazing, wonderful piano. This piano was actually gifted to me by my friend Lisa, who is the person that helped me get into this apartment. Lisa has been one of my all-time most amazing synchronicity markers. She calls herself an angel investor. I've honestly lost track of how much money she's gifted me and that I have repaid, right? Abundance. She was the friend of the friend that helped me get into this apartment, and is always encouraging me to follow my dreams and helps invest in me. And for years she wanted to get me a piano, and we waited for just the right one, and then this came our way. And I really, like, honestly don't know how to play that well. I just play very simple chords and create things. But this came to us, and this was, I think, only like $500. Abundance! So this is more so usually where this stuff is. This is an amazing, amazing frequency portrait that was done by my friend Dina, who is absolutely amazing. The love fell over when I was moving the box. We're always moving, we're always shifting, and we are in the action of picking up the love. This is abundance. This is my little yoga nook. This is some stuff that I'm in the process of knowing that I want to read, that I want to work on, and kind of my little shrine to my self-love. This piece of furniture, and then there's another matching piece in my bedroom area. This was for my 16th birthday. My parents asked me, what do you want for your 16th birthday? I wanted vintage furniture. And I've had this furniture ever since. It's from around 1928, we think, and they're beings to me. You can see different images and different things popping up in here. This lamp I love was always in my parents' house, and then my mom gifted it to me. Abundance! Yeah, so I'll just show this piece off a little bit more, like, wow. So here we've got this little nice, beautiful, large, not very little, artist table that was also gifted to me by Lisa. Abundance! Here is my little Samhain altar that I still have up because I think it's beautiful. Dream power. These crystals were gifted to me by my friend Jen, the one that I talk about in videos, who was there when the original channeling happened. This is a MacBook Pro that I got because I was under the belief system that everyone is supposed to be on Macs because that's what makes you cool. I do actually really enjoy that piece of machinery, and I am very, very thankful to have it, and I am still paying that off on my credit card. But abundance! I am eternally abundant. Here's a beautiful plant that I got that I really love. That again, I had to like work through things where I was like, dude, you can buy the plant. Sage is lovely. Yeah, nice way to clear selenite as well. These were gifted to me. My friend Vika gifted me that egg-shaped one. Gifts, bells, and I like skulls. That's a cup. And my contact crystal. So this is my contact crystal. This is my contact crystal. I will get to why it looks this way. This is one of the original ones before they embossed it with the logo, and this is just glass. This is not like anything like they sell now. This was like, I feel like I have one of like the original contact crystals from Bashar Communications. And I saw when they brought out the new ones, right? That's like more of like, I think it's an actual crystal or some type of percentage of thinking. It has the beautiful embossed logo. And I was like, you know, I don't really need that. Like I am one of those, and I have my like OG original one, and I'm cool. I had this kind of honestly precariously propped up at some point against the window. I do different kind of themed little altars. I'm not even gonna mess with it right now. But I had it precariously propped up in such a perfect way that it would cast rainbows at really neat synchronistic times, and I would only notice it when it was needed for me. Abundance, right? And I was opening the blinds to get better light in here to do a session one day, and it created this domino effect of like all of these crystals falling onto the floor on this tile on this white tile floor, and it broke. But it broke in a couple of only a few big chunks, and I was really grateful that it was enough size that I could repair it. And it's all shards, right? We're all fractals, and we're all shards of this greater piece, and we are in the process of putting all of our pieces back together. So it totally worked for me. This is a Berkey water filter. This is one of the things that I bought when I had, again, the loan, that I had a lot of money and I was buying things for myself, like the computer and taking trips and buying Berkey water filters. But this was in my friend's house where I was house sitting, and I could taste the effect of it. I could taste how good the water was. And then I was cruising around on the Facebook, and I saw that Ruben Langdon was talking about the best water filter, and I knew before I even clicked at the link, I was like, it's the Berkey. It's the same thing that my friend had, huh? I was like, I want one of those. And I clicked on the link, and sure enough, it was the same thing. And so Ruben Langdon thinks it's cool, so I got myself a Berkey. So this is my cute little kitchen. Thank you so much. A sweet card from my nephew. My sister is amazing at sending thank you cards. I don't really eat a lot of food, so I don't utilize this for storage or anything. I like candles and dream catchers. This is a collage that I made when I was doing the artist's way. I stopped on step 8, but I can always go back to that. Week 8. Here is my little crystal montage, my little crystal collection. Most of these are gifts, honestly, abundance, and things that I have actually collected from the ocean. So this is the other piece, this really beautiful vanity. I just adore this piece, 1928 or so, and again, it feels like a being, and it feels like it watches me. I do sometimes sit upon this, like my throne. This actually happens, this is usually sometimes when things are a little overwhelming and information starts to come through that's a little intense. I sit here and I cry. I like this place for crying. Story of the clippy clip. I went to do my hair one day and I used this clip and it wasn't working. Or I used a clip in that reality and it wasn't working. I didn't feel the secureness, I didn't feel the tightness I was looking for. And then I took it out and I realized 3 of the prongs on one side were gone. Okay, so I don't know why. Don't know why I didn't throw it away. I just put it back in the drawer. And I used another little clippy clip, one that has a color that I don't really prefer as much, but that's fine, okay? Fine, it secured my hair. Then, different reality, I open the drawer again, and I am shook. For I now have aligned with a reality where I have both sides of my clippy clip. I have all 6 prongs. I feel like a lot of us have had these little experiences, these little moments that are fucking huge. I don't swear very often, I don't swear, but like, whoa. And in those moments, sincerely, when we are like, am I gonna pay my rent? Am I going to actually have what I need when I need it? Remember the clippy clip. Remember that we really are sifting and shifting in and out of billions of parallel realities a second, and this is truly, truly, truly how reality works. This is a really neat picture that I got that reminds me of a dream catcher or a clock. I bought it at a farmer's market from the artist herself. Really neat. Again, reflection of value. Abundance! This is my abundance of towels. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Never leave home without your towel. I'm covered. I'm covered. Abundance! Yes, this was a towel rack. It now is a knob that I can put a towel on. And yes, I covered the hole with that picture.
right there, you see, because I don't know how to deal with the drywall. I don't know how to do it. I didn't want to put another hole in this pretty wall because I'm very grateful, and I didn't want to ask my father or any other gentleman for the man help because I am stubborn. But now, abundance! Opportunity for an art wall. Okay, sure.
So another super fun story. I recently got this new pendant necklace from Bashar Communications, and it says "Follow your bliss" on the back, or I don't know, like I don't know how the YouTubers do it. I don't really care. I don't care. And then also it comes with this super sweet Bashar little bag. It's like the perfect Tiffany blue bag. I get it, you guys. Like, I get it. So cute. I was listening to the most recent Bashar session in LA, and I heard April go, "Oh, go check out our table. We have some new jewelry." And I knew in that moment, it's black. They've made something black for me and for all of us. But it felt very personal for me in that moment. And I knew it. I could see it. I knew it was exactly this pendant. And so I go to the most recent Bashar event in Oakland, and sure enough, I'm there. I'm there, and it's there, and we're all there in this reality that we are co-creating together. And I had a moment where I was like, do I need this? Can I get groceries this week? Do I need this? And I said, yeah, I do. I do need this. This feels like it was made for me, and I then jumped to the reality where it has always been made, and we co-created this together, and I love it. And I do, in fact, need this. And then I also feel like I get to support them, right? More of what I'm talking about, it becomes this equal energetic exchange where then I am reflecting my value to them and giving them more value so they can reflect their own value. It becomes this mirroring dance using our Federal Reserve game tokens. And also too, it was this really cool moment because they were already closed down. I spent a lot of time chatting with people, and they were more than happy to accommodate me to be able to get what I wanted to get, and it was really beautiful. And this is not the chain that it came on. The chain, or I actually bought the leather cord one, is a little too long for me and just wasn't my optimum material in a way, I'll be honest. But I loved the pendant, and the pendant was what I saw, and I didn't care what they put it on. And it was fun though, because in order for me to get it off, it was designed in such a way where I had to cut the cord. Okay, so this is kind of funny. This is another funny story too. So this is not actually a nose piercing. I got a really intense pimple on my nose, like right there, right? I've never had a pimple like that on my nose ever there, ever. But Bella's been starting to say some really funny things. I'm gonna sit down now. I just wanted to show you what that was. Bella's been saying some really funny things recently where it's like, we are only giving ourselves what we need. We are only giving ourselves just to the end of the tip of our nose for then us to really know that we don't know. So then we will know what we need to know when we know it, right? Know that you knows. And I got this really intense pimple on my nose. And again, another form of abundance. Oh, synchronicity. Oh, reflection. Oh, learning. How fun. And I was able to get it out. Like, it got to the point where it was ready, you know? And then I was like, oh, okay, I am releasing the things that I know on my nose. I am releasing the blockages of the things that I know no longer serve me on my nose. And also my higher self was very kind in the sense to manifest it on a place where I could put just like this cute little sticker, this little sticker that you use for your nails, but I put it on the little pimple because now it just looks like I have a nose piercing. Abundance! Thank you everyone for watching and for playing along with me. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be once I edit it. I feel sometimes that my videos are a little long, but people haven't said anything that they're too long, and I think that's kind of like the new trend on YouTube in a way, is to do this, and like, whatever, this is what I want to do. It's fine. Sincerely, sincerely, thank you to everyone who continues to support me and my excitement and my journey, and everyone for sharing and reflecting their journeys. And it really is through this type of communication that we continue to build this new world. And I will take a minute to remind everyone to hit the bell, ding the bell, really fun, kind of ironic, so you can be sure to get the notifications when I post a new video. This is my passion. This is what feels like my duty in this now, and I am very committed to this, and also not in any insistence, right? Honest and truly. And me showing you every nook and cranny in a way of my home for the most part. No, I didn't actually. No, there's just one cranny over there that I didn't show you what the books are, but you can like zoom in on the frame on your own if you want. And being able to do it this way, I kind of break the facade a little bit, you know, like you get to hear more so potentially how I actually talk when I'm not being the storyteller version of me that can produce a little bit more of a polished presentation. I'm a real person, and I'm you know, transitioning and learning, and I do have the ability to see things slightly more from their perspective because of the direct connection with Bella that I have. But I really do feel that it is my excitement and my joy to be really authentic with how I share my story along the way. And a huge thank you to Vashta Narada. We were chatting the other day, and I was like, hey, this is my excitement for the video, and she really encouraged me to just go for it and be authentic and be open, and it doesn't need to come across as though I'm like asking people for money, because I'm not. I'm providing a service, and this is my service, and it really does ripple out. And I'm sharing with you all what you're helping me to be able to maintain. And by being in this space that I'm in, and being as grounded as I can be, is how I'm able to dive deeper and deeper and deeper for the rest of us, and for all of us, and for you, for me, and for me, for you. So thank you very much once again for watching and for all of your continuing support. Our minds may be different, our bodies may be different, but it is through our hearts that we know our spirits are one. Aloha!